Hey guys, just checking in and checking up on our girl, Miss Melody Holt. So, Miss Melody has been serving us all these different looks here lately, and she has been looking very pretty and just absolutely glowing. Now, within the last 2 weeks, she has done a segment on her Instagram stories called Ask Mel. And if you missed it, there was quite a few questions that she answered, and she also gave out a lot of good advice to some of her fans that just had questions about their own personal lives. One thing I admire about Melody is that even when she's going through something or has gone through things, she always seems to be able to encourage somebody else. So, for example, like today, she shared a memory from her Facebook from July 8th, 2019 that says, "Woke up this morning happy and thankful. Even in your storm, know that God is working every single thing out for your good. Your tears, your frustration, your disappointment, your hurt will be the very things that force you into greatness. You were made for this, thankful." Now, we know during this time she was going through some things in her marriage, but yet and still, like I said, she always found time to encourage someone else. And about a week ago, she made a post in her Instagram stories and stated that "I think this new discovery over the last year is what has allowed me to grow so much." And she says, "Look within." So I consider looking within basically self reflection, which self reflection pretty much allows us to just ask ourselves, what is it that we really want out of life and what is it that gives us happiness? So I feel like Melody has really found that within herself. She also went on and, like I said, answered some questions during an Ask Male segment. Someone asked her, "Do you still believe in love and marriage?" She said, "I do. Thankfully, my experience didn't harden my heart on love and marriage. Now, is marriage on the top of my list?" She says, "No. People can choose to protect and be loyal to you, married or not," which is so true. You don't have to be married for someone to be loyal and to protect your heart and your mind. Now, someone else asked her, "Will you have any more kids when you meet Mr. Right?" She said, "Honestly, I don't know. Like, I feel content with the four I have, but I also know what it's like to be in love and want kids together. All I can say is time will tell, and may God's will be done." So another question that came through was it hard to adjust to it just being you and your kids minus Martel? She says it was at first. There were other things I had to start thinking about. I became responsible for the protection of me and my kiddos. That was definitely something that was a little scary for me. When you're used to having a man in the house, it can be different. I'm good now though. So we know Mel, if we know her, what we see of her, we know that she has handled that part for her and her family. So someone in their 20s commented and asked, "You are such an inspiration to me. What advice do you have for young ladies in their 20s?" Melody says, "Focus on your goals and keep going no matter what. Don't get too consumed with relationships and the idea of love. Your 20s is your time to kill it and learn yourself." Now, isn't that the truth? So think about it. When you're in your 20s, most people want to be in love. But I think the hard part for when you're in your 20s is that sometimes people try to tell you things that are good for you, and unfortunately, we don't always listen. But I felt like Mel did give good advice. Another question was, "Will you ever consider writing another book?" She says, "Currently writing one, so I guess we can look forward to seeing a book from Melody in the future." And she had to nicely let someone down. Someone asked her, "Will you date me?" And she says, "I am certain there is a beautiful soul who has been prepared just for you. Stay encouraged." Well, I guess in life, sometimes you got to shoot your shot. Sometimes that ball will go in, and sometimes it won't. But despite the letdown, the questions continued to come. So the next question was, "Are you in Atlanta now full time?" She says, "I am not. I've stayed put in Huntsville for my kids." The next question was, "How is filming going?" She said, "Ooh, y'all gonna love this season." I think we are. I think we're all ready for this new season too. Another question was, "What is your go-to motivational quote to keep you moving forward?" And she said, "God is my source." So someone asked her if she was going to drop the last name Holt. She says, "I have 4 kids with the last name Holt," and she says, "Nah." So Sounds like she's going to keep her last name. So someone asked her, would you get back together with your husband for your kids? She responds and says, I don't have a husband, which is true. She's divorced. She doesn't have a husband, so she says no. Next question was, can you and Martel be cordial with each other without the animosity? She said, watch this upcoming season of Love and Marriage Huntsville to find out. Someone else says, do you think you and your ex will ever be friends in the future? She says, not sure, honestly. Friends is a term I don't take lightly, and there are certain requirements to have that title, but cordial, yes. So another question was, what's your favorite Bible verse? She says Romans 8:28. And I believe that is all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord. I'm thinking that's the scripture. Don't misquote me. You might want to look it up. But then she posted the other day, Lord, allow me to help everyone I come in contact with to vibrate higher. Good energy, good vibes. So I'm going to go ahead and end it on this note, you guys. There were so many questions. We could be here for quite a while. But kudos to Mel. Like I said, she always seems to want to help other people. She's definitely helping a lot of women in the home preservation program that she offers. And so I just really love her energy. And I'm looking forward to the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I can't wait to dialogue back and forth with you guys about the episodes as they come forward. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you never miss an update.